Hello everybody, welcome to Midwest Imagery. I have a shot today I'm going to work on, and you can watch me fix a couple of things in this picture. It's a shot I made on the Midway, and you'll see it in just a minute. And I always talk about trying to get your pictures as close as you can in the camera so you don't have to spend a lot of time in post-processing. And this will be another example of that type of a shot. So let's get at it. Let me get my screen set up and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Here's a picture I made on a midway of a county fair, and we can see coming right out of the camera that it's pretty close, needs a little help, and we'll give it that help it needs right now. So first thing I'm just going to do is double click on this thumbnail. It's a RAW file, so it's going to open right into Adobe Camera Raw. And here we are in Adobe Camera Raw. I'm just going to take a look around here and see. What I always do first is come over and let Photoshop do the majority of the heavy lifting and click this auto button. Now that helped us quite a bit, but I think we can add a little bit more exposure to it. So I'm just going to go over here to this exposure slider and open it up just a little bit. Kind of like that. Now I'm going to correct the white balance. We see that our white balance is as shot at 3100 degrees. I'm going to click on this eyedropper tool, this white balance tool, and our cursor turns into an eyedropper. So what we're going to do is sample a couple of different areas to see where we can find a neutral tone, like a gray or a pure black or something white. And I'm going to use this ramp right here first and see what happens. And I'm going to live with that. Now we're cooled it off to 2650. I think I'm also going to open the exposure up just a little bit more. Kind of like that. And then we'll go down here to the open button and click on that. And here we are in Photoshop. That looks pretty good. Pretty close. Very, very slight adjustments made. And so I'm going to duplicate this background layer, hold the Command key, press the letter J, and it copies it. And I'm going to rename this layer to Retouch, because we're going to really not do a whole lot of retouching here. More likely we're going to pick up some trash here. I'm going to go over to my toolbox and select my healing brush right here. And the healing brush is a brush, and as such you can make it larger with the right bracket key or smaller with the left bracket key. This is a brush that you also have to sample an area to use to heal with, and we're going to clean up some of this trash in here. So I'm going to hold my Option key, and you see that the cursor turns into a crosshair, and then I click once right in that area. And we've just sampled this area, and if I move my brush, you'll see that that sampled area is inside my brush. Can you see that little dirt spot right there? Yeah, so anyway, we're going to move this right over here and get rid of that piece. And I'm not sure what this is. Looks like something might have been on my lens or my sensor, but let's get rid of that too. I will hold my Option key and sample this line right here. That way we can keep it lined up. Go like that. Now I'll move over here beside it. Sample. Paint this out. One more time down here. That's gone. There's a little piece of trash right here. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this one. Maybe right there. And maybe right here. Let's pop this one out. There's a little piece right there. Gone. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, that's 100%. a piece right here we should get rid of. And now that doesn't look so bad. Let's zoom out, Command minus. See what that looks like. Everything else looks good. There's a lot of activity in this picture. At the same time, counterbalanced by all of this stillness. These two women moved into the scene and were standing there long enough where it looks like they are in fair focus too, but if we zoom in on them, we can see that they aren't. Nobody can stand still for 4 seconds. Other than that, that's pretty much it. And this is why I like to get my shots as close as I can in the camera, so I have very little post-processing work to do. Now, that's going to do it for this session. Give me a couple seconds to shut my screens down, and I'll get right back to you. Okay, and there you have it. Another easy way to clean up some rough spots in your images. This shot I made on a midway, f/22 ISO 100. I want to keep my ISO really low, keep it very clean, not a lot of noise in there. I'm on a tripod. f/22 and ISO 100 gives me an indicated exposure of 4 seconds. And we can see that that 4 seconds might have been a little bit underexposed, but that's not a big deal because, as we can also see, it's quite easy to fix that underexposure in post-processing. And then when we open it up into Photoshop itself, we can clean up some of the debris that was laying around in the image and make it look a little bit more pleasing. There's several other things that we could do to that shot if we wanted to, but I'm all about keeping things fairly simple and quick and easy, and this is another one. And now that's going to wrap it up for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.